And Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, hallowed be thy name for all eternity. All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachah Kwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And as always, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another news article, which I found through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Okay, this video is going to be about how DHS let 200,000 aliens fly directly into 43 cities. Now, these could be cities anywhere in the United States. These could be cities. Some of them could be in Texas and California, Nevada, Utah, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Kentucky, Atlanta, Georgia, Florida, North Dakota, South Dakota, North Carolina, South Carolina, just many different cities. Okay. Now, we must also keep in mind that 200 of these illegal aliens, some of them could be terrorists. We don't know where these guys are coming from. Some of them could be coming from drug cartels. Some of them could be coming from the Middle East. Some of them could be coming from some of these war-torn countries. Some of them could be coming from Brazil. But we know that these people in particular have different types of lifestyles. We don't know what these people have done. We know people who are in the drug cartels, they don't get arrested for beheading people. They behead people and they basically upload them to websites that allow gory content. Some of these people that could be flying over here could be a part of the UN army. Okay, the United Nations. You see that? So this is basically like an open invasion. Okay. Now, I remember when I first came into the truth, one of the main things we used to talk about was America being invaded. Okay. And at first we used to, talk about how it would be the Russian troops, how they would, parachute over here, come over here by warships. And then we used to talk about how the Chinese troops will come over here, and basically, invade America. But now it's looking like America is going to be invaded by UN troops. Now, if you don't know what UN troops are, UN is an acronym for United Nations. And these UN troops consist of military personnel who basically operate from the military of different countries. So we could be talking about military personnel from Africa that's a part of the UN troops, military personnel that are Russian soldiers from the Russian army, military personnel that are a part of the European army. Okay, military personnel that are a part of the Arabian army, East Indian army, Chinese or Japanese army. Okay, the Hawaiian army. And if you notice, you don't really hear about American troops being a part of the UN troops. Okay, and the UN military is basically the New World Order military. These are military personnel that consist of military personnel from basically every country, all coming together with one goal. And that's basically to work together to quell American chaos. Because, see, let me tell you something. The U.S. government, who are in the know, they know that something chaotic and catastrophic is about to happen that's going to change the way we live. Okay? And today is the 9th. Now, supposedly on the 11th, something big is supposed to happen, right? Some graphene, blase, but we'll just have to wait and see. Keep your eyes peeled, stay up, and be circumspect, presuming to Ephesians 5:15, because when they start flying in 200,000 illegal aliens into the country, there's a problem. Now, when Trump was in office, right, he talked about building a wall to keep illegal aliens out. But now they're just willfully flying them into the country. So something is up. And in the midst of these illegal aliens, a lot of them could actually be soldiers that are a part of the UN Army. Now, we know that according to the Posse Comitatus Act, which was passed by the U.S. government, I believe in the 1800s, the Posse Comitatus Act forbid the United States from using their own military against their own against the American civilians. And we know that a lot of American soldiers that are in the military, they are not going to want to just, shoot and kill their own people. I mean, how messed up would that be? You being forced to shoot and kill, And when I say their own people, I'm talking about Edomites, because they wouldn't have a problem, with and I'm talking about so-called white military personnel that are in the military, in America's military. They wouldn't have a problem killing any other American, but when it comes to their own people, they'd be hesitant on it. They would probably even turn against the military. Okay, so that's why they have UN troops being stationed over here. So while they're flying 200,000, illegal immigrants over here, a lot of those immigrants could actually be a part of the UN Army. Just some things to take into consideration, Now, the scriptures speak about, when the enemy come in like a flood, which I'm going to read right now. Isaiah 59, verse 19, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. Okay, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. And who's going to come in like a flood? 2/3 of our people, maybe a lot of these civilians. You're going to have the UN troops coming after us. Why? For us being a witness, of Yahweh Shai and having the testimony of Yahweh Shai, because, Esau, he's going to start a campaign of mass demonization. Okay, he's going to start a campaign of mass demonization of the men of the Lord. Which is why in the book of 2nd Esdras, the 16th chapter, it says what? Then shall it be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Okay, so that standard, when you look up that word standard in the Blue Letter Bible, I believe it goes back to the Hebrew word nawas, which means to take flight, to disappear, which means the Lord may give you the ability to teleport, to turn invisible. The Lord might give you a some kind of escape route, a escape route or route. You see, because times are going to get hectic. You see, it's going to get hectic in these times. And like brothers always say, if you're not rooted, you're going to be taken by the prophecies that are written. Okay, so Keep your eyes open and be circumspect, presuming to Ephesians 5:15. So we know that these devils are never up to any good. With that, I'm going to say shalom. So on to the next one.